SVG's Jason Dachman here with another episode of SVG SportsTech On Demand. I'm here with Adrian Herrera, VP of Marketing at Caringo. Adrian, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it, man. And where are you calling us from? And most importantly, is everybody in your household and with the Caringo family staying healthy?
Yeah, first of all, thanks, Jason and SVG. This is this great service you guys are offering. Yeah, we're all doing fine. We have had a few of our employees and our customers affected. They have recovered. They're doing good. Caringo as an organization, we were born as a virtual company. We've been around for 15 years. So from an operational perspective, it was very easy for us. In fact, I would say we're busier than most because now we can support a lot of our partners who may have not been in that kind of same situation of being able to work remotely. So in fact, we're setting up webinars for our partners and really helping them out with videos and those kind of things to keep the funnel going, keep the sales going.
Yep. I mean, that's what everybody's trying to do right now. Just stay connected, right? Stay in communication.
Absolutely.
One way we won't be able to communicate this year, unfortunately, is with a physical NAB show. Not happening, in terms of an actual footprint in Vegas, but I'm sure that doesn't mean that Caringo doesn't have a lot of announcements that you guys are going to move forward with. So what are some of the big news items for you guys this year that would have been at NAB?
Yeah, I mean, we always love NAB. It's our biggest show, so we're bummed that it's not happening. But we're still making an announcement. We're still launching an entirely new server appliance line.
Great.
So we deal in object storage software. So object storage is a really great way to archive your content in a way that's instantly accessible, scalable, accessible via cloud applications. And we took a look at, okay, how can we make that a lot easier to deploy? And we completely re-architected our appliance line. We've made it more dense, more cost effective, and just a lot more functional and useful for digital video in general.
That's great. So, I mean, tell me a little bit about the product. I mean, obviously you guys have played in the object storage area from the beginning for a very long time, but it is starting to be more popular, become adopted more in media and entertainment. So the Swarm servers, what are some kind of specific applications for that? How do you see that serving the market right now?
Yeah, so when you take a look at object storage as a whole, a lot of the times you're talking about scalable storage and economical storage. Where we're different than most, we have an element of content management, data management built in, and we have some very unique digital video features like partial file restore, video clipping that can happen on the storage device itself. You can easily share files in a secure way via a UI or via an API that we have. You can upload files to the Swarm cluster via HTML5 browser in a parallel fashion, so it's very fast. So we really optimized this for video in general, and that's how we differ. And again, with this appliance line, it's just very flexible. You can start at 168 terabytes and scale to hundreds of petabytes. So you go to one of our competitors, and a lot of the times they'll say, well, our minimum deployment's 1 petabyte or 1.5 petabytes. That's a lot of video. Only the largest organizations can really do that. So if you have less than that, if you're struggling with having the technical resources to deploy some of the complex object storage solutions you may have seen, then Swarm Servers is a great product for you. It's really easy to deploy. In fact, we do have a few customers using this. One of them is a sports team, and they were up and running in 2 hours after getting this device. So we had a soft launch. We just wanted to make sure everything was going well, and now they have all their archives accessible.
That's great. Yeah, and speaking of sports teams, sports clients, look, there's no live sports right now. Let's face it, right?
Yeah.
But that said, there are broadcasters and teams and leagues that are still getting content out there, and they're doing that by taking advantage of their archive and of their content library. So I'm curious, from your perspective, how do you see this current situation impacting the industry moving forward? Do you see an uptick in object-based storage usage? Do you see an uptick in people leveraging the value of their archive maybe more than they did in the past?
Absolutely. I mean, let's start with the question about leveraging your archive. I mean, the organizations that were ready for this, right? WWE, UFC, MLB, they didn't miss a beat, right? They just went straight into promoting their back catalog, and they did an awesome job of doing that. The reason they've done that is because they prepared for years. They were ready to go. And I think we're going to see a lot of other sports organizations do the same thing. I mean, we do have customers in the MLS, we have customers in the MLB, and they're getting there. I mean, MLB also has awesome, back catalog
Sure.
and awesome content. They've been doing a great job. But all the way down to the team perspective and maybe, farm leagues and everything leading up into that, I think we're going to see a move to object storage. I mean, there's a reason object storage is backing, every major cloud storage service. It's really easy to manage. It's economical. It's web accessible. So, with these advancements, especially like what we came out with Swarm servers, any organization could really benefit from that and run it in their data center. They don't need to have that perpetual cost of the cloud. Maybe, the possible security issues of the cloud. They can have, most of their content online in their data centers and still accessible for everyone, for their employees and for their fans.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll see how things evolve, but it's definitely going to be a different kind of situation. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
Adrian, we really appreciate you taking the time. Thanks so much. And please, our best to the entire Caringo team, and stay safe.
Yeah, same to everyone at SVG. Thanks again, Jason.
Appreciate it. For more episodes of SVG Sports Tech On Demand, stay tuned to sportsvideo.org and the SVG YouTube channel.